Hey there everybody, welcome back to FinBear channel. Today we are going to go over Tesla Inc. Its stock ticker is TSLA, headed by Elon Musk. Right now we're going to look at the weekly chart, just get an idea of overall momentum of movement of this company. We're in uncharted territory because we had the stock split or reverse split previously, but the chart does account for that, but we're still hitting higher highs than previously seen. So that's very exciting. But what I do see in this run up, however, is that we've got some divergence happening. So when we hit this high right here, RSI was at 96.06. It clocked out. And then it took a deep dive down, and then its next high was lower, but price action continued to go up. And that should have been a sign of divergence. But look, it didn't happen. And I'm really happy that we saw this, because divergence, although is a very strong indicator, because we can also see it here in the stocks. The stocks mirrored what was happening in the RSI. That's not what happened with the stock. And that's so important that, that even though we learn these things, that they're not always going to be 100% infallible. That sentiment and momentum and all that stuff really plays into it. Right now, we see a continued movement up on this weekly chart. It has now taken a little breather and come down. It has tested and hit this area of support 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It might hit it again, but on the weekly chart, when price action hits a support line like that multiple times, the stronger that support becomes for more upward momentum. If by chance this price action does break, I think this will be a strong support for us as well, because we had a lot of touch points here as a resistance that then was broken out to. So this will be our secondary support line. I personally don't own Tesla. I don't have the capital to make serious gains in Tesla. I wish that I did. And you know what? Who knows? It could be the next Bitcoin and become worth thousands down the road, and I screwed up. It could be the next Berkshire Hathaway. Who knows? Hindsight's 2020. I have most of my capital in smaller cap opportunities where my little bit of capital has more opportunity to breathe and grow, although there is higher risk to it. I think there's less risk to Tesla. Long term, possibly short term, there is some, but not much. That is my take on the weekly. And as you can see here, stock is ready to come and make another run up, which makes me very excited and bullish for this company. If you have options, call options that have a long expiration date, this would be a good opportunity for you to possibly get in and buy a few more. Here we see on the daily chart that we had price action move up, and this is just what we just saw in the weekly one, the different areas where it touched the support line. I would like to see it break out of this Bollinger Band and make another movement up. This could almost be seen as a George W. This right here could possibly seen one and a false breakout where, yes, you had the tail or the handle and it broke up a bit, because typically when you break out of a George W, price increases above this point by 10%, which you did get here. So I guess, you know what, it wasn't a false breakout. It did, however, fail once it hit this area of resistance, and that's something that we want to be aware of. This is a line we need to break to get continued bullish momentum upward. So if we see price here at 602 and it breaks 746, we are then headed for our next area of resistance, which is up here in the 860s or 870s. And actually, we're just going to do the top where that wick was, because technically you have a mini area right here you want to break, and then ultimately here. We're just going to put it up there so that when we come back later, we can look at it. RSI has room to grow. It is in a downward trend currently, but it doesn't mean it's not ready for a reversal. Likewise with the stock, I am excited for this company. I want to get a Cyber. Well, no, my best friend got a Cybertruck. I actually want the Model 3. I don't want to be fancy. I travel a lot for work. I cover 8 states. I want a car that can get there, so I definitely would like the battery, the longer battery power that gets me further along, just because it's a long drive from here to Arkansas, let me tell you, and I prefer to drive over flying because it lets me get involved with the community on my drive out there and really get a feel for the areas that I manage in my career outside of investing. And I don't even know why I brought that up, like you guys care. But that's me. You're going to get it all. So that is my take on Tesla. I hope this was beneficial and useful to you. Please hit the like and subscribe and share with your family and friends, because there are those out there who want to learn and need a safe space to learn. I hope that I am providing that safe space for you. Please let me earn your trust to grow with you and to grow from you. Have an amazing day. Do great things out there, and let's go make some money.